All right, I'm on hole number 5 of the Stateside Classic Tournament. Tuesday's qualifying round in the rookie division. My notes say Rock, QB, Grizzly. Let's see what it is. Hole number 5 is Santa Ventura, hole number 8. And I think I changed up how I'm playing this hole. So, we got some options on this hole. I think if I bring out a bigger power ball, I'm trying to bounce over and get into this fairway. And I'm still practicing this hole. Because in a worst case scenario, if I can't figure this shot out, I'm going to hit over here and I'm going to come in this way, because this shot right here, there is like 0 chance for an eagle. But there's a really good chance for a birdie. I mean, really good. I mean, like, if you can't get the birdie from this side over here, then, what it meant is you got in trouble up here. It's super easy. But over here, it's the entryway coming in. If you're bouncing over, you're so close to that rough, it's tricky. And if the wind is blowing in different directions, it's going to make this shot down here even trickier. Because if we're getting tailwind on one round and then we're getting headwind, it's going to be one of those holes where not only, like here, we were doing a 10% adjustment. So here we're still going to do that 10% adjustment, but we're getting headwind. So now we're going to have to add on another 15 or 20%. And it's so close to the sand down there that usually what I find is when you're hitting against headwind and this type of shot, it is really effective, because when it goes over that water, it's really effective. And so that number will change. So if you find yourself in any spot of bother, I'm going to just go this way. But I'm trying to get over here so I can take it with a short iron. And I think a thorn would actually be a pretty good club on this. If you wanted to avoid that rough bump altogether, you could try and backspin it. And there is a little bit of a hill here, but I don't know if we can use it. But in order to get over there without having to use any overpower, I got to use a big ball. And so I'm practicing this hole, so this is still one of the holes. And if I'm gonna commit to a bigger ball, I'm gonna commit to a bigger ball. As far as clubs go, I'm gonna bring the same exact bag that I brought on the last one. And I'm bringing my extra mile because it has more topspin. In this particular situation, I think it would hit better than the APOC, because the APOC has more raw power, but it has 20 less topspin. So here, that 3 power is not as big a loss as trying to bridge the gap over to the other side. Trying to do it without any overpower. I think with a power 5 ball, the landing area, the fairway area that I'm in up here, is in a fatter part of the fairway area, so it gives me more room on the right, so I can set the shot up more to the right and still give myself 2 rings of separation. Now, I've hit this shot and ended up over on the other side multiple times, but I haven't yet ended up in the fairway. I've been way down there on the rough on the left-hand side. I think I hit it once on the right. I'm not going to put on quite all that topspin. And I want to be a little bit more to the left. 4-5. That's 4-2. It's a little over 2 rings. And I'm going to put the forward moving power back in. Max curl. Just a titch of overpower. Hitting it perfect. Just enough overpower. I'm rubbing up against the nubs. It's not really making the needle go any faster. And see if I can clear it, but stop before I get to the end. And that is about as good as you can possibly get that. And I actually might be in my wedge range. And if I'm in my wedge, it's 1.2 and 2.4. Max club's 1.2. Mid club is 2.4 per ring. And as close as I am, I don't think there's any wind adjustment. I'm kind of on the same level as the tee box. So I'm just going to take it as a straight up shot. Whatever the wind is divided by wherever I'm at in my club. This is one of those holes that if you get an eagle on this hole, you got ahead of a bunch of people in the bracket. And this is one of those par fours that can eat people's lunch. This is a critical hole. Let's see where am I at my club? There's Max. And I'm eking towards the mid, so it's in the 2.4 per ring. A little bit of backspin. .4 per ring, so that's 2 rings. Hitting it perfect. See if we can get that in the cup. Just a bit outside. So which way was the wind blowing? The wind pushed me off, so I should have did about a 10% adjustment on that. Or I wasn't quite at mid club. I was in between mid and max, maybe like a 2 per ring pull instead of a 2.4. That'd have put me about a half a ring, another half a ring over. So if you can get down into that range, either do an adjustment, a wind adjustment, or adjust where you are in your rings. That looked like it was about a half a ring off. Somewhere in that neighborhood. 2 per ring might have been the right number. And the 10% wind adjustment. Or no, just the 2 per ring. I think in that situation right there, it looked like I was about a half a ring off in trajectory. So that'd be if it was at 2 per ring, that'd be 1 half a ring. It's a draw. Nobody won a chest. I think that right there is a bad thing for the game. As a player, like I said, I forfeit a lot. If you've watched up to this point, I forfeit a lot when I'm in tournaments to help speed up the videos. But the deal is that somebody's winning a chest. I'm giving my opponent a chest, and they're winning one. I don't like this not getting a chest. Somebody should be winning something. All right, that was hole number 5 of the Stateside Classics tournament. And I know they give you a little bit better chest, but I don't think we're getting. It's not a lottery thing here. All right, thanks for watching.